Welcome to the world of karate combat, where fighters are true masters of the art of striking. From devastating kicks of Raymond Daniels to the explosive punches of Rafael Gaev, these athletes are the cream of the crop when it comes to delivering punishing blows. But today we're going to take a detour from the usual focus on striking and dive into a little known aspect of karate combat, the grappling game. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we're going to explore the rarely discussed but equally important world of grappling in karate combat. You might be wondering why we're shining the spotlight on grappling when the promotion is renowned for its striking prowess. Well, the answer is simple. It's because there's a whole other side to karate combat that often goes unnoticed. And let me tell you, it's just as thrilling as the action-packed as the striking game. We're going to take a deep dive into the world of grappling in this exciting and informative video. The specific clip we're going to look at is from Gabriel Varga's debut against Bruno Assis. Gabriel Varga is one of the best strikers on the planet and has found a new home in karate combat late in his career. He's fought some of the best in the world with wins over names like Lurdzilla and Yakutpan. Varga beat Assis via unanimous decision and continued his legacy-building career. Before we dive into the actual sweep, it's important to understand the rules of karate combat when it comes to takedowns and ground and pound. Fighters are allowed to take down a fighter and execute 5 seconds of ground and pound. One fighter who utilizes this rule very well is Rafael Gaev. After the 5 seconds is up, the referee stands the fighters up and starts back on the feet. Before we look at the specific sweep from Varga, I want to discuss the tripod sweep in sports that allow striking and explain how it is used. To do this, we're going to talk about a fighter that uses the sweep incredibly well, two-time UFC champion Brandon Moreno. In his quadrilogy fights with Deiveson Figueiredo, Moreno often relied on the tripod sweep to keep Figueiredo from getting in his guard for ground and pound, similar to what Varga uses it against Assis for. The setup is simple. Moreno will grab Figueiredo's left foot with his right hand, hook behind the ankle of his left foot, and use his right heel on the waist of Figueiredo. To complete the sweep, Moreno lifts the left leg of Figueiredo to force him to put his weight on his right leg that Moreno has hooked with his left foot. He will push with his right foot off of the hip over the hooked leg of Figueiredo, and this allows Moreno to sweep Figgy and get up. Now to Gabriel Varga. Varga took on the larger Bruno Assis in 2022. Midway through the fight, Varga got caught in the clinch with a stronger Assis. Assis managed to get a hip toss and get Varga to the ground. Now that Varga's grounded, Assis has the moment to get some free damage in on Varga. Due to how Gabriel Varga landed, he would need to invert himself without letting Varga get on top. Wanting to sleep, Varga needs to get in position and will grab the right leg of Assis and invert his position. To complete the spin, Varga finds Assis's hip with his left leg and puts himself in position with the leg of Assis between his. Varga puts his right leg behind the knee of Assis and is ready for the sweep. Gabriel Varga will push with his left foot and pull with his right and push Assis backwards, negating any more offense he needs to receive. Something to note is how Assis ended up in a sloppy 50-50 guard, and if the rules allowed it, Varga would have had an opportunity to attack a leg lock. But that's beyond what the karate combat's rule allows, so we won't dive too much into that. What I like about this tripod sweep isn't his technique. The MMA training of Varga for Bellator shows here that it may not be the best or the most technical tripod sweep, especially when you compare it to high-level jiu-jitsu from names like Gordon Ryan. They have much more complexity to it in their takedowns. But for Varga, it's the rule set in which this takes place. 5 seconds is a long time. Here is 5 seconds of me not talking. Now, imagine you're being punched in the head the entire time I was not talking in this video. It makes the 5 seconds that much longer. What Varga did was effectively prevented Assis from landing any damage by going on the offense off of his back. Oftentimes we see fighters covering up and avoiding the strikes on the ground. Varga went on the offensive and kept Assis off of him and got him to the ground. With fighters like Agaev being such aggressive fighters when it comes to ground and pound, the tripod sweep could be a good tool to keep him off of them. Agaev gets the hip toss often, being so low and so strong. It lets him pile up a free 5 seconds of damage almost every time he fights. If someone can pull off this sweep, it can take away just one part of Agaev's game and evolve the sport of karate combat. Thanks for watching. Please drop a subscribe, and if you want these videos a day earlier, please check out my Patreon. That link will be in the description. And if you like analysis like this that are written, follow me on Substack. It's a free bi-weekly newsletter where I post stuff about UFC fights, boxing, and much more. Thanks for watching.